Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Akshay.
For the first time, I'm late.
Good.
I made record. I was taking bath and then my Wi-Fi stopped working also. So I was like, I had to restart it.
No, not an issue.
I forgot today 3 o'clock was JEE class. It is usually in the morning.
Yeah, when I told them, that is when they said you have a class.
Yeah, then only I realized. JEE badge. I want to edit the JEE name into saying NEET badge.
Right?
Summa.
Okay, what did we discuss yesterday?
M-Face.
What do you remember about
Interface.
it?
Under interface, G1 phase, G2 phase, synthesis phase, G1 wall, that where it stops, G1 S1, that thing. Then we G0 phase.
Hmm.
Then we learn meristematic cells never enter G0 phase. Cardiac and neurons enter always in G0 phase.
Okay, and then
And then we learned that's all pretty much,
which is the longest phase?
which is a long interface.
Oh, okay. How many phases in the interface?
Three G1, G2, G1S, G2.
What does G1 or G2 stand for?
G1 is growth one, gap phase, gap phase.
Okay.
Synthesis of protein required for synthesis phase takes place. In synthesis phase only, the DNA number will increase, the cell will become big and all. But chromosome number will remain the same throughout.
Okay. And what are the different checkpoints?
G1 S checkpoint and G2 checkpoint.
Okay, great. But the checkpoints are called like a particular name. What are they?
The checkpoints are
Called with a particular name.
uh, that I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, ma'am, give me a hint. No,
Okay.
any hint. Ma'am, any hint, ma'am, I will get it easily.
Just a second. Okay, just hold on. No?
Hmm.
Okay. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now today we'll start with the mitosis. Okay. So whenever we talk about mitosis, primarily we have to understand that there are four stages in mitosis. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just summarize the entire thing so that we can go on with it one by one. Okay. So the thing
Ma'am,
is that
how?
always remember this thing. Okay.
Which ma'am?
Wait. I'm writing. It's not writing. slow, but it's right. What is stop? What is stop? Oh, okay, okay. So always remember this. This is your golden rule. Okay, PMAT. Okay. So when we talk about mitosis, all that you need to remember is this. That's it. PMAT. What is it?
PMAT.
Yes.
P stand for protein synthesis.
Yes. This will be your prophase. This will be your
Oh,
metaphase.
like this. Prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase.
Telophase. Yes. Okay. So this is the order in which it happens.
This
Because
side.
questions come, which order? They'll give you the order, and then they will ask you.
Pro, meta, ana, telo. This I know.
Yes. So in order to remember, sometimes you tend to get confused, which comes when. That's why. So okay. So prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. Now, in the case of mitosis, okay. So what happens is that there will be one particular cell. Okay. What will this cell do is that whatever content it has, it will basically multiply it, okay, and then divide it amongst two daughter cells.
So this is equational division. Or
Yes,
sorry, reductional division.
equational division. Equaler, it is splitting, okay. But in the case of your another division called as meiosis, what is
Reductional.
going to happen is if this cell is okay. So here, if the cell is diploid, even the daughter cells are going to remain diploid.
Cell is diploid, daughter will be haploid in meiosis.
Yes. So here, if it is diploid, okay, now what it will do is that it will split itself like this
Haploid.
into two, okay, and then it will become haploid. But for this to happen, this will happen in two stages. This will further undergo division like this. Okay, so at the end of meiosis, you're going to have four daughter cells. At the end of mitosis, you're going to have two daughter cells. Just give me a second. என்னம்மா பிஸி ஆயிட்டுல இல்லம்மா அதுதான் நான் വിളിച്ചേ എനിക്ക് ലൊക്കേഷൻ വരുന്നില്ല ഇല്ല അമ്മ എനിക്ക് സത്യം ലൊക്കേഷൻ ഇട്ട് വരുന്നില്ല കട്ടാക്കി okay so basically this is the fundamental difference okay now meiosis because it has to undergo like like a reduction division that is the reason why meiosis happens in two stages meiosis 1 and meiosis
And meiosis happens
2
everywhere, and mitosis happens in gametes.
yes so when it comes to mitosis the only thing you need to remember is pmat but when it comes to meiosis you need to remember that pmat only. But the thing is that it will be called as like for example, if it is here, it will be called as prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. And the next thing you need to remember is this prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2 is just equal to your PMAT.
Ma'am, prophase?
Your prophase 2,
yeah, you told the
prophase 2,
second part is
anaphase 2,
basically
telophase
nothing
2
but
is
the
equal
first
to
part.
PMAT, which means what? It is same as your mitosis.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that you told.
Okay, so meiosis 2 is same as
meiosis 2 is same as mitosis.
Mitosis, but meiosis 1 alone, you will have some intermediate stages, in the prophase itself, like leptotene, zygotene, pachytene. Okay, so that is the difference between mitosis and meiosis. I hope the basics are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now quickly I'll tell you what happens in each stage of. First, we'll start with mitosis, and then we will go into the slides. I think that is way better. Okay, so when we talk about the cell, initially when the cell is like is not has not yet entered into the G1 phase. Okay, so once it enters into the G1 phase, you will find something like this. So your entire cell is going to remain like the genetic material is going to be in the form of chromatin. Okay, so in the first phase, that is your prophase, what is basically going to happen is that this chromatin is going to condense and form chromosomes. Okay,
What?
like the chromatin will become chromosome by condensing
When, ma'am?
at prophase.
Okay.
Okay, then towards the end of the prophase, when the metaphase is going to begin, this is how it will look. Okay, so like in the beginning of your metaphase, what is going to happen is all the cell organelles, all the nuclear membrane, everything will vanish off.
Mm.
Okay, the only thing that is going to remain right now is your centrioles and the chromosomes. Okay, now what will happen is it will look like this. So the chromosomes will be there, randomly arranged, and then the centrioles will move apart like this. One centriole will go to one pole, another centriole will go to another pole.
Mm.
Got got the idea till here?
So in prophase, chromosome, this thing will condense.
Yes, chromatin condenses to form chromosome.
And then the chromosome will move apart in metaphase.
No, the chromosome will not move apart. The chromosome just will stay like that. The remaining whatever nuclear membrane and organelles you studied, that will vanish away.
In
And
metaphase.
centrioles are the ones which will go to the two poles.
So basically in prophase, the chromatin fibers condense to form chromosomes.
Yeah.
And in metaphase, the organelles will disappear, all the other organelles, and the centriole will move towards the corners.
Yes,
Ends.
yes. So you remember in S phase we learned there will be two pairs or like one pair of centrosome.
Hmm.
So one centrosome will be here, one centrosome will be here.
Oh,
Okay. Now towards the anaphase, okay, what exactly is going to happen is once again. Okay. So when it is coming to the anaphase, let's just check what will happen. These chromosomes are much more disciplined than human beings. Okay. What they do know, they'll come and align themselves in a straight line like this. Okay. Like this, they will come and arrange, and here you have one centrosome and another centrosome. Okay. Now, when they
One line will be there between the centromere and the chromosome, no?
sorry.
There's now some line and all you have to draw, no, between centromere and chromosome.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Don't jump. Be patient. Okay. So this line where the chromosomes are arranging themselves in a straight line is called as an equatorial plate. Okay. So in the anaphase, the chromosomes arrange themselves in the equatorial plane. Okay. Now, what will happen is that centromere there will be a disc-shaped structure called as kinetochore. You remember studying it?
Oh yeah, in cell.
Yes. So this particular centrosome will have spindle fibers. Now, the spindle fibers will join.
Wait, what, ma'am? The centromere will have spindle fibers.
Yes.
The
And
spindle fiber will join, connected to the
yes, they
chromosomes.
will join to the kinetochore. Okay.
Kinetochore of the chromosome.
Of the chromosome. Yes. Kinetochore will be present on either side. So it's like a handle. So it will be like this. So you can pull it like this.
And then now the chromosome will split.
Yeah. Now the chromosomes will split. So when in the difference between meiosis one and mitosis is that in mitosis the chromatids split. The centromere will break. So for example, if this is the chromosome, here is a centrosome. So what will happen because of the equal pulling from each side, this will split. So actually speaking, chromatids are splitting in the case of mitosis. But in the case of meiosis one, it won't be chromatids, it will be chromosomes. So that we will see later, okay? Okay, there what will happen is that like instead of having like this, you will have two pairs of chromosomes. This is one pair. So this is another pair. Okay, here one centrosome, here one centrosome. There what will happen is this one will attach to this chromosome and this will attach to this chromosome.
In meiosis.
Yeah, in meiosis one. Okay, so that time
they are diploid.
sorry.
They are diploid, so that's why we have so many chromosomes.
Yes, we have two sets of chromosomes. So here when the splitting happens, the chromosome split.
It will become haploid, no? So it will take the entire chromosome with it.
Yeah, so it will, this will take one entire chromosome and this will take one entire chromosome. Okay, so as a result of which, what will happen is, in the case of meiosis 1, it is correct to say that chromosomes split.
Okay.
But in the case
But
of,
in mitosis, centromere splits.
no, not centromere. Yeah, centromere splits or chromatid splits. That's the
Chromatids.
thing. I can say it as chromatids or centromere. When centromere splits, who splits actually?
Chromatids.
Chromatids, right? So towards the anaphase, by the end of the anaphase, all these things will be done. And last is the telophase. So in the telophase, you will have like one set here, one set here. So till now, whatever we saw was karyokinesis. The next stage would be your cytokinesis. So
Fusion
what
of
will happen is
cytoplasm.
the cytoplasm will start
Dividing.
dividing. It'll form constriction. So initially, your cytoplasm will slowly become like this. This is constriction, and then at one point of time it will completely form into two
Two
cells,
haploid cells.
and this will go back into your chromatin form and all those things. Okay, so this is how mitosis happens in the case of animal cell.
Is this just an introduction or did we just learn the whole thing?
We almost finished it. Now we just need to roughly go through every detail. That's it. I told you, this chapter is easy.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Now this is in the case of animal cell. Remember that whatever we discussed right now, mitosis, is in the case of animal cell. In the case of plant cell, it's a bit different. Okay. That we will see as we go ahead with it. Okay. So prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. There are only 4 phases in mitosis. And in mitosis, the content is basically going to get doubled during the synthesis phase, and then it will be equally split amongst the daughter cells. So in mitosis, you generally get only 2 daughter cells, but in the case of meiosis, you will have 4 daughter cells. Got the logic?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So we will just move in, move to the PPT. Yes.
Fun time.
I haven't slept. I'm like, my eyes are itchy.
I'm same. I slept at 2, woke up at 6.
You woke up at 6. No, I slept at 6:30.
Why?
I can't I can't sleep in the night. I haven't very bad insomnia.
Oh.
So night is the time like I can stay awake for like how much ever time you say. Mornings are very difficult for me. I'm not at all a morning person. I like to start my work like around say 11, 12. I
So
can
night
work.
7 o'clock we'll have class every day.
Huh?
Night we'll have class every day.
Not every day. I think on Tuesdays we can have it on at this time.
Hi, yeah. Akila texted. She told Tuesday and Thursday we'll have it at this time. Saturday 11 to 1.
Yeah. നടന്നു വന്നോ അമ്മ? ആ ഓട്ടോയിലല്ല വന്നേ. ഇവിടെ കുറെ നേരമായിട്ട് ഞാൻ തപ്പുന്നു കിട്ടുന്നില്ല. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So she just texted me about it. Yeah, we can have it on Tuesday and Thursday morning and Saturday morning 11 a.m. I think yeah. Because I want you to pay attention a bit more. That's the reason I was asking her for a better timing. Your attention span is very bad if you are like in the afternoon or in the evening.
Yeah, because evening I'm in full play mood.
Yeah, so I don't want that. I want you to be like little sharp and attentive.
Full
Okay.
stop now.
Yeah. Where is the screen? I can't find you. Yes, I found you. Yes. So we will go to the.
Ma'am, 1 second, I'll come back.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll just go through all the stages in detail. So now that you have a rough idea of what exactly is mitosis, what are the different stages, it will be easier for us to finish it out. Okay. So as I said, mitosis happens first, karyokinesis happens, and cytokinesis happens. So I hope you know by now what is karyokinesis, what is cytokinesis.
Yes, cytokinesis splitting of cytoplasm.
Yes, very good. Now, when we talk about karyokinesis, we have like in the case of this PMAT, okay, prophase,
Prophase,
metaphase,
metaphase, and
anaphase,
telophase.
telophase. Yes, I don't think you need a mnemonic to remember it, but in case if you don't, then you can have pass me another tray. PMAT, if you want to remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but I don't think you require it, but still. Anyway, now we will start with the first phase, which is the prophase. So as I said, where before the cell is entering into the M phase, the genetic material will be in the form of chromatin.
Hmm.
Okay. Now this chromatin is basically thin threads.
Thin threads.
Yes. Now it is going to condense. So when I say condense means what? It will absorb water.
Yeah, it will become like small, small, small. Simplify.
Yes. It's the same concept like if you take a cloth and dip it into water, the cloth generally becomes a little heavy and bulky, no?
Hmm.
Same thing. So the thin threads are going to become heavy and bulky and are going to gain a proper shape, and that shape is called as chromosome.
Okay, ma'am.
This is a primary thing that happens in prophase.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, if you see, um, we in your textbook and all, it is in general given prophase, metaphase, anaphase, that's it. But you can actually divide this further as early prophase, late prophase, early metaphase, late metaphase. So when I say early prophase means in the beginning stages.
Hmm.
Okay, late prophase means after, like towards the end when the next stage is going to happen.
Happen.
Understood? So when does this entire condensation process happens? If you see, it will end by the time your metaphase is going to start. That
Hmm.
means towards the late prophase, the chromosomes would be formed.
Hmm.
But in the initial stages, what is going to happen is initially the thread is going to like form a round ball-like structure, and that structure is formed in a stage called as spy. It is called as spireme stage. What is it called?
So early prophase.
Yes. The initial stage is early prophase, and during that time, you're going to have a wool-like structure, a wool yarn-like structure, and that stage is called as spireme stage.
That's nothing but the chromatids only.
Yes, chromatin's condensed basically.
And then they form chromosome later.
Towards the end, that is a late prophase, the chromosomes will be formed.
Hmm.
But the stage where you can find it as a ball-like structure, it's called as a spireme stage. Is this clear? Okay, so this is how it happens. Okay, in the S phase, after the S phase, you have the G2 phase, and then you have the M phase, and this is how it forms. I hope you know the structure of chromosome. We already discussed in cell chapter. Yes,
Hmm.
and the chromatids of the same chromosome is called as sister chromatids.
The chromatid. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this will be the first stage, and this is going to this out of all the PMAT stages, prophase is going to take quite a long time.
Hmm.
Okay, wow. Uh, remember that also, which takes a longer time for completion.
Prophase.
Okay, cool. Now, uh, and then towards the end, like that is when the metaphase is going to start, even your centrosomes will start going apart to the poles.
Hmm.
Okay, like just like how in football you have a goal post
Hmm.
at two edges of the playground, same way the centrosomes are going to go and stand like a goal post at the two corners. Okay, that's what is going to happen here. Now, And then I told you, right? Magic happens. Everything vanishes. Slowly. Okay. So all your cell organelles and your nuclear membrane, everything is going to disintegrate. Okay. Then this will happen towards a late prophase. Okay. Then what will happen is, see, basically your centrosome is made up of centrioles, and centrioles are made up of microtubules. You remember studying this?
Yeah.
What arrangement?
What?
What arrangement? 9 plus 2 or 9 plus 0?
9 plus 0.
Very good. So centrioles will start producing a protein filament called as spindle fibers.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, apart from the spindle fibers, if you look into this image, you can see there are few blue color lines which are attaching to the chromosome.
Hmm.
Apart from that, there are few other blue color lines, just like, a star formation is done.
Hmm.
Okay. So those that are attaching and which are longer are called as spindle fibers.
Hmm.
Those that are like ray form are called as astral spindle fibers. So what will happen is that your centrioles are going to produce two types of spindle fibers. One, the long spindle fiber, and another, the short spindle fiber. The long spindle fiber will attach to the chromosome. The short spindle fiber is just going to form a astral shape structure. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
Mhm.
All these are happening when
In prophase. Metaphase.
in the prophase towards the end.
Late prophase.
Okay, so till now you're in prophase only, but this is the end of prophase.
Hmm.
Okay, now, yeah, so basically there is a common term that is given for both of these spindle fibers and astral fibers together. It's called as mitotic apparatus.
Hmm.
Okay, because they help in mitosis. Okay,
Hmm.
now what is going to happen? As I said earlier, in the case of plants, they don't have centrioles. So what do these plants do?
Hmm.
Okay. So basically, why do you need centriole?
Because for division,
For division, like how? How is it helping in the division?
it will only separate the chromosomes
How?
with spindle fibers.
Spindle fibers, correct. So plants don't have centrioles, but doesn't mean that it can't have spindle fibers. Because spindle fibers are at the end of the day is microtubule only. So we need spindle fibers. That's our main aim. So in plants, instead of centrioles, what is going to happen is there is something called as microtubule organizing center. What is it called?
Microtubule organizing center.
Yes. So what they are going to do is they are same way like how your centrioles are going to go to the poles in
Hmm.
plant cells. These structures will go and arrange themselves and just produce micro spindle fibers. That's it.
Hmm.
Okay, and help in the splitting up of chromosome.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and when I come to the cytokinesis part, I'll tell you in the case of plants and in the case of animals, even cytokinesis is different.
Hmm.
Okay, like I told you, in animal cell it will constrict like this.
And what in animal cell?
In animal cell, this I mean not plasma membrane will constrict and then divide, right?
Oh yeah, in cell we have learned.
Yes, but in the case of your a plant cell, that is not possible.
Hmm.
Okay,
Why though?
plant has a cell wall,
Hmm.
so the constriction is kind of difficult. So there
Oh.
is a different mechanism to it. We'll see that towards the end. Okay. So till now, the only phase that we learned is prophase. And we saw that the first thing that is happening is a wool is being formed, and that stage is called as
A stereo.
pyrin stage.
What, ma'am?
Pyrin stage. Pyrini stage.
Okay.
Okay.
Spiral stage.
Yes, and that is the early prophase.
Hmm.
Towards the end of the prophase, chromosomes will be formed. All the organelles will disappear.
Your centriole will move towards the end.
Then yes, centrosome will move and start producing spindle fibers.
Hmm.
And in the case of plants, there is no centriole. So what is doing the work of centriole?
Microtubule organizing center.
Yes, MTOC. Okay. Now we will move on to the next phase, that is metaphase. Okay, so metaphase is basically the I told you know in the straight line it will get arranged. So
Amazing that.
yeah, the nuclear membrane and everything has gone. So towards the as the metaphase progresses, the entire chromosome is going to arrange themselves in a straight line, and that straight line is called as equatorial plate,
Mm.
or also known as metaphase plate.
Mm.
Okay, so I don't know why. Oh, yeah. So basically, it is telling it gets aligned. Okay,
Like
always.
mom, like metaphase.
Yeah, like how your mom says you're messy and cleans up your room. Same way, all these chromosomes are so messy, right? The metaphase ensures that they all are aligned properly.
Oh.
Understood? That's the whole point of it.
So in the entire metaphase, nothing. The chromosomes just align.
Just aligned. It'll not join the. I mean, the spindle fibers, even though they are produced, it will not join the chromosome. Remember that. That will happen in like towards the end of metaphase and starting of anaphase.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what is going to happen is, so you, uh, now this is something that you need to know. So, whenever you want to observe a cell,
Mm.
okay, and which is a most suitable step, like which phase can I actually observe this cell? It is always in the metaphase.
Metaphase.
Why? Because if you observe a cell which is in S phase, you will not be able to study about the chromosomes.
Mm.
So you remember I told you a process called karyotyping.
Mm.
அதே expression தான் அப்பயும் கொடுத்த.
Oh, same expression that time also.
Yeah, same expression.
Oh, you can see my video.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking full
Think.
karyotyping. Oh,
Mhm.
karyotyping. It's related to nucleus because karyo is keyword for nucleus.
Mm-mm.
Uh, it's something you're told.
Type. It's better.
No, hands are here
Okay.
only.
So basically, what happens is in order to find out how the chromosomes are, the imaging of chromosome is done by
Ah,
taking few cells.
imaging of chromosome.
Yes. So
Or syndrome they do no karyotype.
yeah. So what they do is that they take out. Oh, just a second. Let me
Ma'am,
just charge my laptop.
thinks even I got the same notification.
Uh, okay. So what happens is that yeah, like once they take the cells, okay, like some either it can be from the mother or from the kid, like the embryonal cells. Okay, they are going to arrest the particular cell when it is about to divide, and in which phase it will arrest this is the metaphase. Okay, so once it is in the metaphase, what will happen is all the chromosomes will be clearly visible.
Hmm.
Like in the case of human beings, all the 23 chromosomes is going to be visible, or in the gametes, all the 46 chromosomes will be visible.
Hmm.
Okay, now what they will do is they will take that particular thing and they will transform it into an agar thing, and then they will what do you say, X-ray it and find an image of it.
So basically, first they'll take an image.
Yeah, they're basically taking the picture of the cell.
With camera through microscope. Oh,
Sorry,
like how do they image it? Like with a camera or something else?
that's what X-ray imaging.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like how you visualize a DNA, same way.
Fracture, same thing.
Yeah. So the phase that is the most convenient to see is metaphase.
Metaphase.
Okay. So which is the phase which will be convenient to study about chromosomes? If they ask, what will you answer?
Metaphase.
The reason is because
All
it is
chromosomes
properly
are visible.
organized and it is the thickest in that time.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, this I don't know how this happened. Here you go. I told you about karyogram. No, just a second.
Welcome to Byju's.
Yes, this is what I said. Okay, karyogram. So what will happen is all the chromosomes, all our 23 chromosomes can be aligned like this, and you can see the shape of them.
Arrangement of chromosome of individual in decreasing size.
Yeah. So this process is called as karyotyping, and the
Hmm.
image that you get is called as karyogram.
Hmm.
And this is taken in metaphase stage.
Hmm.
So now, for example, if you see this 21st chromosome, it's normal. No, just two chromosomes are there.
Hmm.
But if I have an additional chromosome, that means I can find out that the kid has Down syndrome.
Oh yeah, because extra chromosome.
So using this karyotyping, you can find out many of the genetic disorders or chromosomal disorders to be appropriate.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
ones that you have in your 12th, no, all the Klinefelters, Turners,
Oh yeah, Down syndrome,
Down
Klinefelter
syndrome.
syndrome,
Yes, all those things you can
Turner
find out.
syndrome.
Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Um, okay. So basically, here we already learnt about these checkpoints. I asked you in the morning what are the checkpoint names.
Oh yeah, I told G1S, G2S.
Yes, between the G1 and the S phase, there is one checkpoint.
Hmm.
Between the G2 and the M phase, there's one checkpoint. Now, the other checkpoint is during the metaphase stage. Okay, because
Oh.
uh, any error at this particular stage can result in massive deformation in the kid.
Can result in
Massive deformation in the kid. That is, see, Down syndrome is what?
extra pair of extra chromosome
How is it happening?
because of some mutation or something.
This is the most important question every year.
Oh yeah, because of that phenomenon of existing of one more chromosome.
That is how I'm asking how. How is that extra chromosome there? Why is it being formed?
Because of because of a problem with the checkpoints.
It's basically what happens is that the term that you have to remember is non-disjunction of chromosomes.
Non.
Non-disjunction of chromosome.
This junction is like combining, like
Splitting.
splitting. Oh yeah, I've learned this.
So because every time like they can ask you, the non-disjunction of chromosome leads to what kind of a disorder?
Oh, Down
Your
syndrome.
answer should be Down syndrome.
Hmm.
Okay. So the metaphase ensures that everything is proper, everything is equally split, and everything is done. Okay. So metaphase checkpoint is very, very important in that case. Okay. So G1 checkpoint was for what?
Ma'am, which one?
Now, what will G1 checkpoint do?
One is for G2 is for the size because
Cell
G2 is after
cycle to
synthesis.
DNA replication kuda.
And G1 is for just checking if protein, all the nutrients are available for synthesis phase or not.
Okay. And metaphase is going to see whether the
Chromosome is attached to
chromosome
spindle.
attachment to the spindle is taking place properly or not.
Hmm.
Okay. So in the prophase, what all happens?
In the
Prophase.
in the prophase,
Hmm.
wait 1 second. So in prophase, what happens is the centromeres, the centrioles move towards the corner,
Hmm.
and all
Centrosome
the
moves towards the
organelles,
corner would be more appropriate to say.
and all the organelles will dissipate itself. All the cell organelles except the this thing.
Okay.
First, ma'am, chromatids will condense. So in early prophase, chromatids will condense. They will fall. They'll make like a ball of wool, kind of thing,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
chromosome is formed. And
Hmm.
then in late prophase, what happens is the centrioles will move towards the ends, like towards the poles, and all the
Hmm.
cell organelles will dissipate itself, and only the chromosomes will be left.
In the which phase?
Prophase, late prophase.
Okay, very good.
And then in early, like in metaphase, what happens is all those centromeres, all the chromosomes, no, they'll arrange itself in straight line.
What's
Like,
that plate called?
huh?
What is that say straight line called?
What? Straight line has a name.
They are equally arranged in a straight line. So it's called equatorial plate.
Oh, like that. Okay, yeah, equatorial plate.
Hmm. Okay, then
And then that's all.
The spindle fibers will go and attach now.
That is late metaphase.
Yes.
The spindle fibers from the centrioles will go attach itself to both the kinetochores of the chromosome.
Very good. And
It will
this is being
centromere.
checked by the which checkpoint?
Metaphase checkpoint.
Okay, very nice. Good, you got an idea of it. Now, okay. So basically, there are two major proteins called as cyclin and cyclin dependent kinase.
Oh, cyclin is like the handcuff, and cyclin dependent kinase is because the copper is depending on the handcuffs.
Yeah, correct. So basically, what happens is to regulate the cell cycle, these two proteins help generally. CDK means cyclin dependent kinase.
Hmm.
Okay, so you should not be like the path de okay, wow. So so basically what happens is that there is this particular enzyme called as cyclin dependent kinase enzyme. So whenever you see a term called ACEs at the end, that means it's an enzyme, correct?
Hmm.
Okay.
Lipases.
Correct. Very good. So the cyclin dependent kinase is basically an enzyme. Now what will happen is that the cyclins are proteins. Okay. Cyclin dependent kinase are proteinaceous enzymes. There's a difference. Okay. Now this cyclin has to basically bind with the cyclin dependent kinase to make them active. Okay. If the cyclin does not bind with the CDK, it will not get active.
Wait, if the cyclin does not bind with the CDK,
cyclin dependent kinase,
it won't become active.
Yes, it won't become active.
It's like trypsin basically. It will activate all the other things.
Exactly. Something similar. Yes. Okay. Now, if this happens, only then the next phase will go on. If this doesn't happen, then the next phase won't happen. And
so
that's
with the help of cyclin CDK, cyclin is activated.
Yeah. So this is how it basically helps,
But I don't need to know the whole cycle, right? The mechanism and all that.
This particular cycle that is given is not important. Okay.
So I just need to know the name of the enzyme, and cyclin dependent kinase activates the cyclin.
Yeah, exactly. So if the particular cell has to cross the checkpoint, that means CDK should have binded with cyclin. That's it. That's the only thing you need to know. How does the association work? Okay, wow. It's just like if you want to start a bike, you have to put the key into the hole and turn it. Then only it will get started. So if you want the cell division to start, that means your key here is your cyclin and your CDK is
cyclin depends on the CDK.
Yes. Okay. So now we come to assembly checkpoint. Okay. Now this is another checkpoint wherein they make sure that all the spindle fibers are properly arranged. Okay. So why this is very critical is if the spindle fibers are not properly arranged, it's just like your tug of war. Okay. In tug of war, why one person goes to one side and another person comes to another side?
So you can pull them.
Now, how is that happening? Because of the force. Say, for example, the amount of force the other side applies will be higher than this side. Means definitely they will get pulled towards that side. No. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So if I want to win, I need to properly hold the rope and pull it. Yes or no? Same way, the spindle fibers are. It's just a tug of war that is happening. So from both the sides, if the spindle fibers are not properly attached, then what will happen is there are chances that the centromere might not split. Okay, the entire chromosome might go to one side. Now that can lead to some genetic abnormality.
Oh.
Got it? So it is very important to check whether the spindle fibers have attached properly or not. If that has not happened, then the process won't continue.
That's why the spindle assembly checkpoint.
Yes. So who is going to keep this checkpoint? This checkpoint is done by a protein called as anaphase promoting complex.
We are in anaphase now.
Okay, so the name itself starts with anaphase promoting complex. So that means what? It's going to start the anaphase.
Yeah. Because of it, only anaphase will start.
Yes. Okay. So in the metaphase, what is first going to happen? A checkpoint is going to happen. They're going to check if the centromeres are, chromosomes are properly aligned. Okay.
Mm.
And then if it is aligned, then who and who will bind together?
Spindle fiber and kinetochore.
Cyclins and CDK will bind together,
Oh.
and then this will move into the anaphase. But again, before that, in an intermediate process called as the spindle fiber checkpoint happens, wherein there are certain factors which will ensure that the spindle fibers are properly attached, and it will go to the next stage called as what stage? What
Anaphase.
stage? Anaphase. And what is the complex that proceeds this thing called as?
Anaphase promoting complex.
Okay, very good. Now, this answer, I think it's easy for you to understand.
The morphology of chromosome is best studied in which stage? Metaphase.
Okay, very good. See, I told you, tug of war.
Yes.
That tug of war begins in your anaphase. After the attachment and everything is ready, now everyone is ready to fight with each other. Okay, so you have equatorial plate. As I said, centromere will split. So one chromatid will go to one pole, another chromatid will go to another pole. Okay. Now, when you pull the chromatids in this way, what will happen is that the chromosome shapes that appears will be like this. Okay, so you need to remember the shape names. Okay, telocentric will look like an I. Acrocentric will basically look like a J.
H mu, it looks like
Submeta will be L, and B is your metacentric.
VLJI.
Yes, V,
VLJI.
yes, VLJI. Okay, please remember this. It's important because I have seen questions not in NEET, but definitely like the AIMS old paper and all, this question has come. It's not mentioned in your textbook, but the shapes are important.
Yes.
Okay, so the shape of the chromatids in different stages. VLJI. What are the different stages we are talking about?
Anaphase.
Hey,
What?
I mean, what are the different shapes we are talking about?
Oh, VLJI. V for meta.
VLJI for what all?
L for submeta, shape of chromosome. V
Okay.
for meta, L for L submeta, J acrocentric, and VLJI for telocentric.
Okay, very good. Okay. So here, as I said, equally they will split. Okay. Yes. What is the answer?
Prophase.
In which phase the
No, wait. Chromosome move towards the opposite pole. Anaphase.
Anaphase. Okay. Good. Now the last phase is your telophase. You're gonna finish it. So once this is done, the next step is for the chromosomes to become chromatin again, back to the whole form. So the chromosomes which would have split it, right? It will become into a chromatin, and slowly, the this one also. Can you see this cleavage furrow and a contractile ring? So the thing will start constricting like this. So imagine a water balloon. Okay, so if you have a water balloon, if you start pushing the corners from a side, what will happen? You will get one blob on the top and another blob on the bottom. Yes, same way. Even the animal cell is going to constrict slowly, and it will form a contractile ring like this. Okay, so this is how the cytokinesis will start. Okay, now before the cytokinesis happens, this entire cell will have double the content. When I say double the content, what all will happen? All the organelles will come back.
Reappear, and it'll have two Golgi, two vacuoles, two nucleus, two
So
cells.
technically, within one cell, you will have two double the content. Okay, and then is when it will start splitting. Okay, and then finally, the game is over. Cytokinesis would have happened. Is that clear till now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So as I said, the process of cytokinesis is different in animal and in plant. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, did you just put that meme there?
That is not very significant. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I've seen that sea of shade balls.
yeah. So I think you have learned embryo sac formation. Remember?
In first chapter.
Second chapter
In 11th, no?
in 12.
In 12th and second. Oh, yeah, that's what, first chapter. Yeah, because I didn't do the first chapter. That is first chapter for me.
First chapter is reproduction in organisms.
That I didn't do only. I just left it there. I just left there because I
That's so
couldn't tell.
important, huh?
No, I couldn't tell which was omitted, which is not omitted.
Very nice. So,
Yeah, pollen grain, that chapter only, no? Pollen grain formation,
correct, correct. That's
megasporogenesis, microsporogenesis.
correct. Now, when megasporogenesis is happening, what all happens? Tell me. Tell me the steps.
No, I don't remember.
You should be knowing by now. You don't have time.
Wait.
You only don't know 12th, you're very good. Tell me.
Okay. Mm, uh,
Mm,
oh, wait. This one.
this one.
Is it that MMC, megaspore, mother cell, all that?
How does the process happen?
Wait. Mm, First, that ovule will differentiate into megaspore mother cell,
Mm,
and then megaspore mother cell will undergo meiosis.
mm,
So then megaspores are formed.
mm.
Totally, there are 4 of them formed.
Okay.
All 4 are haploid,
Okay.
and then that structure is called some tetrad, no, megaspore tetrad.
Sport tetrad is not there. Microsport tetrad is only there.
Sorry. And then only one of those megaspores will develop into female gametophyte.
Ah,
The remaining megaspores will degenerate.
okay, good. Now, here is what I want to tell you something. In
Hmm.
connection to your endo,
Oh,
your
that's correct. No.
yeah, you said correctly only. As you said, there will be one megaspore mother cell which is basically deployed in nature,
That
and
basal
it's going to form.
that only will form the embryo sac.
Yeah, you will have two ends, micropyle and the chalacyl end. Towards the micropyle,
Chalaza end and micropylar end.
yeah, end the cell towards the micropyle irukko, adu mattum will survive. The remaining will degenerate.
Huh.
So this is going to undergo now. This is what I want to tell you. Okay, this will undergo mitosis.
Hmm.
Now, when I say mitosis, normally mitosis means first the karyokinesis, then cytokinesis. No,
Hmm.
but here it will undergo simultaneous only karyokinesis. This is what I want to
I
tell
know
you.
it undergoes mitosis because then two nucleate embryo
Yeah,
sac will be formed.
but
Then again mitotic division. 4
yeah,
nucleate will be formed. Again mitotic division. 8 will be formed.
yeah,
Then this which one? Cell wall will be formed. After that,
cell
embryo
wall.
sac.
No, no. See, so
No, not
basically,
cell wall. Like eight celled. Then when 8 cells are formed, then everything will arrange itself and embryo sac is formed. It will be like one
yeah,
diamond structure. No.
yeah. So it would be more appropriate to say
Hmm.
that the particular cell here is going to undergo karyokinesis only,
It is okay. So
rather
that's
than
7
saying,
celled 8 nucleate.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what happens is that even though in your textbooks it is written as mitosis, okay, it is more appropriate to say that it undergoes simultaneous karyokinesis without cytokinesis.
Hmm.
Now, if I say mitosis means both karyo as well as cyto should take place. Yes or no?
Both cytoplasm and mitochondria will
Yeah.
develop.
But here, are there any cytoplasm splitting?
No.
No. That is the reason why we should say that it undergoes simultaneous karyokinesis.
Okay.
Same is the case once, one male gamete and then your polar cells,
It is no what?
triple fusion.
Triple fusion. Oh yeah. Okay,
It will
that's
form
right.
the polyendonucleosperm.
Sperm. Yeah.
Yes. So this PN that is formed,
PN.
again, it is just an open base. It does not have, it is just cellular in nature. It
Hmm.
does not have any cell membrane.
Hmm.
No cytokinesis will happen.
Hmm.
Okay. Now this brings me back to the slide. So basically, if you see, what is the coconut water made up of? What is it actually?
It is a endosperm.
Correct. It's the endosperm. No.
Mm.
So the formation of this particular coconut water does not. Coconut water is only cellular in nature.
Mm.
That means it does not have any cytokinesis that has happened. It
Mm.
has multiple cells in it. That's it.
Mm.
Okay. So that is why I brought that topic here. So in some, what I'm trying to say is that in some cases, generally, cytokinesis is not followed after your karyokinesis.
Mm. In
And
some
where are those cases? This is one example.
coconut,
Yes.
megaspore,
Yeah.
megasporogenesis.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. Uh, yes, your liquid endosperm formation is also where your karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis. Do you understand this logic?
Syncytium.
Hmm. Syncytium.
Oh.
Syncytium is the process.
So, ma'am, I told correctly only, no, megasporogenesis.
Yeah, you said correctly only.
See, I remember. It just takes time to
You
come.
should remember, ah. Okay. So, as I said, these are few which will. Okay, now let's talk about a bit of, the cancer cells. So, normally, the rules that a cell follows, the cancer cell generally don't follow.
Yeah, they're immortal. They have
They
monoclonal.
rapidly divide.
They rapidly divide. They keep cloning, and they
Yeah,
have some
they
this
skip
thing.
all the checkpoints,
Hmm. And
and
the immune system doesn't even detect. Like immune system won't even know.
yeah. Okay. So these are just general concepts of what creates cancer.
Hmm.
So you should be aware of this already.
Yeah, carcinogens, agents causing physical, chemical, and then papilloma virus.
Uh,
Then one more virus is there, no, that causes cervical cancer. That is human papilloma virus. One more virus was there in the book.
Other
Uh,
than virus, it can also be mutation.
Mutations, yeah. That's fourth last point.
Mm,
Arsenic chloride, all that is chemical.
mm. Yeah,
Physical is
correct.
tobacco. Sorry, physical is X-rays, all that.
So these cells also are influential over the normal healthy cells. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Now we come to significance of mitosis.
Hmm.
So mitosis basically helps in growth. Meiosis helps in reproduction.
Hmm.
This is the difference. Okay.
Hmm.
And like in even though there are certain organisms which undergo only mitosis to give rise to a new organism, which is
Hmm.
called as parthenogenesis.
Yeah.
Okay, like in aphids and all, what happens is that uh,
The seed
e-
will be developed from directly from the this thing without undergoing mitosis.
yeah, so in that case, it will be only purely mitosis.
Parthenogenesis.
Yeah, so any organism which is produced by the result of mitosis generally be a clone. That means
Hmm.
it will be identical to the parent.
Hmm.
Okay. Then mitosis is something that is what is going to help you repair your skin.
Oh.
It's a daily basis division.
Hmm.
Okay, because had mitosis not been there, the whole skin will be like there. It will not get worn off.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is one thing. So mitosis helps in reproduction, regeneration, repair. 3 hours.
Hmm.
Okay, so I hope you're clear with the steps. In which stage does splitting happens of chromatids?
Hmm.
In
Splitting
which
of
stage?
chromatids happen in metaphase.
Splitting.
Split. Oh, wait, sorry, sorry. Wait. Wait. Split. Wait. In prophase, all they'll condense
Mm,
and they will move. They will all like separate. Like they
mm,
won't separate, but yeah.
mm,
In metaphase and spindle fiber is formed. Everything they will align in straight line. In
mm.
anaphase, they will split.
Very good. Okay.
Anaphase.
And where is the checkpoint other than the checkpoint we learned today?
In
What new checkpoint?
anaphase, spindle fiber. This thing check.
Anaphasa or metaphasa?
In metaphase also is there. In anaphase also is there. Spindle something
In
checkpoint.
metaphase only it is there.
Oh, okay. I thought that was in anaphase.
Anaphase promoting complex will be in the end of metaphase.
So I thought I saw anaphase, so I thought it was in anaphase.
No. It's in metaphase.
Hmm.
Okay. So it's just like your how you guys go for your assembly and go aligned and wait for the assembly to start. The assembly is basically your anaphase. where the main event of splitting and everything happens. Okay. So before that, whatever is there is basically the preparatory phase. I hope mitosis is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if mitosis is clear, then we have only meiosis. One more class, we'll complete this chapter.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So I think next class we can catch up on that.
She told 1.5 hours Tuesday, Thursday. Will we do 1.5 hours or 1 hour only?
Depends upon that day. If it's a too content heavy day, no, I would
Mm.
prefer to stop with that particular thing. See,
Mm.
right now you are clear with mitosis, no? I
Mm.
want you to come, when you're coming for next class, I want you to read your textbook for mitosis and all.
Okay.
Okay?
Next class is
Yeah,
Thursday morning, same time, 9 to.
yeah. So
But
that
9:39 you can start.
it will be too difficult for me. 9:30. If I am awake by 9, I'll let you know. If not,
Mm.
then 9:30.
Because I will be, see, 6:30, 6:15 I wake up, 6:30 to 8:30 I'll have chemistry.
I get it, yeah. But
After that, 8:30 I'll take bath and all, by 9 I'll be ready.
okay, I have to also be awake, no?
Yeah, if it's like 9:30 means I'll watch TV, like that I'll get distracted, all that.
Oh,
That's why,
okay.
that's why I keep my class like only 15 minutes interval
I'll
between.
try coming by 9:15 if so.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's gonna be a little hectic for me.
Okay, ma'am. 9:30 is also fine.
Yeah. So anyway, now you got the idea, right? For
Yes.
cell cycle. It's easy only, no? You were there telling me, ma'am, that is huge and all those things. No.
Yeah, in our school when our teacher taught it, I didn't understand anything. I was
Okay.
like, okay, it's okay. Anyways, it's only some 5 marks.
No, it's actually easy. Okay. Cool. I'll see you next class then.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Bye.
Ma'am.
ഇന്നത്തെ ചെലവമ്മ ഇത് ആ
ആപ്പിലെല്ലാം 190 ഉള്ളൂ.
അതെയാ
വാങ്ങിയില്ലേ ഞാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞ ദിവസം പറഞ്ഞ സമയത്ത്?
അതെ
വെറുതെ ആവശ്യമില്ലാതെ
ആ
190